The Honda Ridgeline is the hottest selling used truck in the marketplace. No, really. Yes, folks, the truck you love to hate is number one as far as the hottest selling used truck out there, according to a recent survey. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the survey. I'm going to tell you what's number one on the new truck side and the used truck side. We'll go through the list. I'll show you it on the screen right back there. We'll go over the details, and then you can grab your pitchforks and your keyboards and fire off the comments, because I know you're going to have several and miles of comments after this video. Trust me, I'm sure you can get fired up over this. Oh, hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. It's your first time to the channel, welcome. On this channel, you find truck and SUV news, reviews, interesting stuff. I do like this video because this is cool stuff. So hit subscribe, stick around. Your subscription makes this happen, and have a good time. And you will too. So let's go to the survey. Let's piss you off, or fire you up, or make you excited, or claim that you're number one. You're number one. Yeah, let's get to that right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get to this survey from this fantastic story written by, some guy who's an amazing writer. Look at that. Pretty impressive guy. All right, let's look at the survey. Let's get to this. Stop the silliness. But anyways, the survey is from iSeeCars.com. You may know them. They offer a variety of car buying stuff. They search for good deals for you. It's kind of a cool site to go to. What I like is they put out these really interesting surveys. So it said it analyzed over 9 million car sales. So model years 2019, 2022, model years 2015, 2019 for used cars. So last 2 years for new cars and used cars. November 2019 through June 2020, so pretty recently. Sales made between November and February considered sold during a pre-COVID period, and the study focused on sales made between March and June. So, looking at this, heavy-duty vehicles, models no longer in production prior to 2020 model year, and low-volume models were excluded from further analysis. That way it gives us a good idea of what's going on. So anyways, they then compiled this top 10 list new and used trucks. So one thing to point out is the average on dealer lots is 104.0 days. That means the Toyota Tacoma and 72.6 days in dealer lots. So that's really bucking the new truck average. And Honda Ridgeline there is number 2, GMC Sierra, Chevy Silverado 1500, Toyota Tundra, Chevy Colorado, Ram 1500, and then the Ram 1500 Classic. This is the prior generation they're still selling. It's going into its third year. This is like the equivalent of just a cash cow for Ram trucks. Jeep Gladiator, a little bit slower selling, and Ford F-150, kind of surprising here. It took them so long to sell new trucks. I think it's just based on volume. Ford Ranger comes in bottom of the list. GMC Canyon, pretty low. And then the 2 Nissan Bros, the Titan and the Frontier, come way down the list. That's 158.3 days. If there's 30 days in a month, 30, 60, 90, 120, almost 4 months to sell a Nissan Frontier, that's pretty bad. That's a lot of time in dealer lots. Looking at used trucks, because this is always the fun thing. Look at that. The Honda Ridgeline reigns supreme. So the used truck average in dealer lots is 70.4. And again, we're looking at dealer sales, not individual, like consumer, like private sales, things like that. So you have days of sale 51.7 for the Honda Ridgeline. The Ram 1500 Classic is 52. I'd imagine that the used truck market for the Ram Classic is pretty much I'm going to say commercial and lower price point. I want to say this is probably price point driving a lot of this. The Toyota Tacoma comes in at 60.5. So that means it sells faster as a used truck than it does as a new truck. But it's still like top of the list both ways. The Toyota Tundra is 63.1. Nissan Frontier makes a huge rebound here. This is really interesting. So 65.4, excuse me. Really bad about that. 65.4 versus 158.3. So almost 100 days difference. So almost 3 months different as far as how it sells on used truck versus new truck. The Ram pickup did about the same as far as a little bit faster in used lots. And again, I guess used truck average is 30 days less, so factor that in as well. Colorado, Silverado, Canyon. Nissan Titan XD takes a little while to sell, but I imagine that you got to find the right consumer for that, like they did when they're trying to sell the truck as new in the first place. Yeah, that Cummins does so well for them brand, but it really hasn't done a lot as far as getting them to blow out sales volume. Ford M50 comes down pretty low. Again, I think that's probably just based on volume, I would imagine. They build so many of those F-150s. The GMC Sierra's there. Nissan Titan along the bottom here. It looks like they claimed the 13th spot both ways. Lucky number 13, Nissan Titan. Good job. And the Ford Ranger comes in at 79.2 days on dealer lots, which is really, really surprising considering the GMC Canyon is even better, 6 days better. The Nissan Frontier is 14 days better, and the Honda Ridgeline is a whopping 24 days better. I mean, that's quite a bit of difference there. And I'm surprised how poorly the Ford Ranger is doing here, because the sales volume that we're seeing from the sales numbers overall from Ford say that truck is doing a lot better than what this would lead me to believe. So I don't know what's going on with this. This is a kind of surprising there result. Nissan Titan, Nissan Frontier, both of older trucks. Even though Nissan Frontier is recently refreshed, it is more competitive, but the volume's not there either. So they're only selling a few thousand a month. So that's going to take a while to, well, it takes a while to move those trucks when you don't have dealers that are positioned to sell them all the time. They're still used to selling cars. So there you go. There are my thoughts on this as far as, and I wrote some other thoughts as well, especially the Ford Ranger and especially with the Toyota Tacoma and Honda Ridgeline, what's going on there. So again, what stands out to you? Let me know. It's less interesting stuff. Oh, by the way, there's a Toyota Tundra story over here about diesel. People are checking that out. I may do a video. Let me know if you want me to do a video on this one. It's kind of an interesting story.
We're out here just outside of Barstow in the desert testing the new Honda Ridgeline race truck for the first time, getting the engine tune dialed in, getting the shocks dialed in, and importantly also getting the drivers dialed in.
First and foremost, we wanted to focus on just kind of some tuning with the engineers and the ECUs. Manual ST6 Albin's transmission, so we're making sure that we can work through all the gears. So we were adjusting some power band delivery issues, making sure we can get power to the ground. We'll also do some shock tuning as well.
Bringing the turbo V6 into the program from Honda was a definite challenge. There's so much that goes into it with intercoolers, turbos, plumbing for the turbos. I'd say this takes the cake for being one of the tougher builds that we've done. I think once we finish the Ball 1000, it'll prove to a lot of people that this platform is reliable and that they can use it as well.
There you go. There's a survey results from the recent iSeeCars.com survey. There's so many stories you pull out of this. You could talk about the Nissan Titan. You could talk about the Ford Ranger. You could talk about the Honda Ridgeline, the Toyota. I almost said Toyota there. Toyota Tacoma as well. I mean, there's lots of storylines. Comment below. What are you thinking? What stands out to you? What really grabbed your attention? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts because, well, I always like reading your thoughts. You always have lots of good comments. And also check out the website down below. Check out this next video over here. It's a really good time. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.